Hey guys, this is Chase Craig, and this is a video I didn't want to make, and I'm still not sure how to process any of my emotions, and I don't know, I don't know what to think, and I don't know how to say any of this, but the reason I'm making this video is because I guess just the last few days I've been feeling very lost, and I don't know even what to do anymore. And if you know anything about me, you know I don't talk about my family that much because, in my opinion, there's really not that much to talk about. I don't really have any family members that I really care about, although it's a pretty big family and a close-knit family as far as I'm concerned. The only family members I consider having is my grandparents and one cousin, and he's and although I don't, although he's, but whatever. Um, so just the last few days, it kind of hit me kind of hard, and my grandmother means it's pretty much my entire life is kind of devoted to my grandmother. Yeah, I can remember when I was really young, and when I was really young, my grandmother was always there for me. So, like these last few years, anytime my grandmother needed me, I wanted to always be there. I wanted to make sure that I'm always here for her. Like anytime she wanted to do something, I was always there to help her. And um, so when all this kind of happened, it's probably hitting me harder than anything has ever hit me before. I don't know how to process living my life in any other way. Okay. The tears are coming already. I didn't. What my grandmother means to me is. I know that I wouldn't have anything that I have in my life at this point if it wasn't for my grandmother. Probably when I was, I can think back to when I was really young. My, if you want to call them parents, they're not really, they certainly were not anything like parents are supposed to be back then. And I don't think anything of them now. If it wasn't for my grandmother, I know my grandfather cares about me too, but if it wasn't for her, they probably would have never actually adopted me like they did if it wasn't for her. And as for me finding what I wanted to do in my life and having the necessary skills at this career and finding my way to this platform, I would have never found any of this if it wasn't for her. And any happiness I've had in my life, I wouldn't have if it wasn't for her. Every opportunity I've had in my life is because of her. My little mustard seed of faith that I have in my heart, I wouldn't have if it wasn't for her. And so, anyone who knows me knows how much I care about my career and what I do for a living and everything. But I've always known that I'd be willing to give it up I'd be willing to give it up for my grandmother. So it's, I don't know. I feel lost because I mean, every day of my life I devote toward trying to do this, and then 90% of my day is helping her. So not being able to help her every day, it makes me feel somewhat lost. And that's why I'm making this video, because we devote my life or something, I don't know, towards something. Anyone who has followed me knows I sometimes have trouble writing my scripts out, and sometimes I just improv more than anything. Today, and with this video, I wanted to write stuff down, and now I have a whole nother reason why I can't write this out. Every time I start trying to think about it, I start looking through these pictures, I start trying to think about how I should say this. I can't muster up the courage, I can't muster up the words. I don't know even how I'm supposed to feel right now. I just feel lost. I guess without any other word, I've been told my entire life by my grandmother, and that's why everything I've ever tried to do, I've been devoted to trying. I guess any success I've wanted to get, it was about I wanted to be able to make my grandmother proud. And I know that I wouldn't have anything that I have now at this point if it wasn't for my grandmother. Probably when I was, I can think back when I was really young. one thing that my grandmother cares about is the St. Jude Children's Hospital. And I was going to put a link in the description. Anyone who wants to donate to them, that would be great, because they do amazing work. With that being said, I'm not sure where I'm going from here. So if you guys want to stay tuned or not,